What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Nia Long, man. Nia Long is trending because she decided to go in on the Celtics organization because they did not offer any type of words to her after the situation. They didn't check in on her to see how everything is going. I did not know that she was seeking that from them, but apparently she's upset because they did not, seek to console her and be there for her, see how she's doing, make sure everything is good. I'm pretty sure that the Celtics had their reasons. I don't think they dislike Nia. I don't think that they're trying to ignore her, but I don't think any organization, when that particular person's spouse is the one who messed up, because let's be real, the Boston Celtics organization did not screw her in this relationship that she had with Ime Udoka. He did. Ime Udoka is the one that she should be upset about, upset at, but she's upset at the Celtics organization. This reminds me of when women catch their spouses cheating, right? Confronting your spouse and dealing with them specifically, they tend to take it out on the other people around them. Like they'll go after the girl, but hey, you were in a relationship with that guy, right? So ultimately, if he does something that messes up that relationship, you have to hold him accountable. And I'm not saying that, the Celtics shouldn't, because I do think that it would be good for them too. Maybe they did at first, but they weren't consistent enough for Nia Long, and that's why she's speaking out now. It's interesting how she's speaking about everything but Ime Udoka. So let's get into this article. Nia Long is breaking her silence on the cheating scandal involving fiancé suspended Boston Celtics head coach Ime Udoka, saying she was devastated when the news broke 2 months ago and still is. If y'all don't know, she also moved back to Los Angeles, right? She moved back to Los Angeles. That was in the news. Maybe it was due to her career, not so much so Ime Udoka, but as we previously reported, Udoka, as a Celtics head coach last year, was shelved for the entire 2022-2023 season in September after having an inappropriate relationship with a female staff, violating team policy. Long, who got engaged to Udoka in 2015 and has an 11-year-old son with the coach, hasn't spoken publicly about the scandal until recently, doing an interview with The Hollywood Reporter. She said, "I think the most heartbreaking thing about all of this was seeing my son's face," the actress said, when the Boston Celtics organization decided to make a very private situation public. Well, they made it public due to, I believe it was going to be leaked anyway, and I think the Celtics got in front of it. I think the whole situation was mishandled, because you have people leaking out of the organization and you had the person that this guy was having a relationship with. Like, it's going to be hard to contain that type of stuff. It was devastating and still is. The Friday actress, who did not discuss her relationship status with Udoka, also called out the Celtics for not reaching out when they revealed the personal details of the scandal. "If you're in business of protecting women, I'm sorry, no one from the Celtics organization has even called to see if I'm okay, to see if my children are okay. It's very disappointing." Well, listen, again, nobody's saying that the Celtics handled the situation the best of ways, but I don't think the Celtics really owe Nia Long much, because it was her fiance that messed up. It was her fiance that was thirsty and sleeping with the women in the organization, or the wives of men in the organization. So I just don't think it's their job to reach out. I don't. And once again, this just seems to me to be her trying to project a little bit, you know. In spite of that, Long said that she had a tribe of women and men instead protecting and comforting her through this difficult time. You know, once again, plus Long is looking forward to directing her first film, and it's a love story. Again, she said that, you know, if you're in the business of protecting women, they're not in the business of protecting women. They are a basketball organization, and once again, the only person that owes you any type of accountability, Nia, is Ime Udoka. Would it have been good on their part to do that? Yeah, but we don't know the discussions that they had with Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka knew this was happening. He should have told you. She says that the Celtics organization should have told her. No, Ime Udoka should have told you. But Ime Udoka didn't tell you because he wasn't strong enough to tell you that he was going to be suspended for a year due to his thirst in the workplace. The Boston Celtics didn't do that. He did that. The only person that owes you anything, Nia, is Ime Udoka, and Ime Udoka alone. He's the one who did this. He had the opportunity to tell you what happened, and he did not do that. I have to commit myself to that because I think sometimes when so much is happening, it takes your breath away, and then it's like you're holding your breath, and you find this angst and this panic of constantly being in a fight or flight survival mode. Long said, well, that's not good. You don't want to be in that, you know. I think mothers, black women, we understand that more than anyone. And also, I think that the only person that really she should be upset at, the only person that she should be lashing out at is Ime Udoka. He should have told her the truth. The Boston Celtics don't really owe her that. It could have been done out of courtesy, but maybe Ime Udoka told them that he would tell her. And obviously he did not do that. If she don't want to be with Ime Udoka, she needs to let him go. Because he is who he is. This man is in his 40s. We can't say, well, you're young and you'll learn. This guy is in his 40s. Okay? If he hasn't married you yet, and if he, y'all haven't gotten married yet, and he still hasn't gotten the womanizing out of his system, then it's never going to be out of his system. So ultimately, you have to make the choice. Do I want to stay with this person, or do I want to move on? Personally, I think that you should just move on. What are you going to gain staying with somebody that clearly isn't committed to you fully? If he, in 1 year with the Boston Celtics, is messing around with women in the workplace, what does that tell you? He's not even messing around with women outside of the organization. He's messing with women inside of the organization. The wife of somebody that works in the organization. Probably other women as well. That's why, again, the only person that really owes her any type of accountability, any type of loyalty is him and nobody else. Now, again, I think that she's lashing out. She's upset. She's still upset. But she has to understand that Ime Udoka did this to her. He's the reason why she's, really feeling the way that she's feeling. It's not anybody else. It's, we could talk about what the Celtics organization should have done or could have done. The guy was only there for a year. And when they found out what he did, he got punished. This wasn't something that went on for years. This was something that happened within a year's timeline. And they were very successful. I don't think that was easy for them to do. Once Ime Udoka's not there, I'm pretty sure they're hopeful they'll be able to move on. But ultimately, Nia, the only person that owes you any accountability in the situation is the person that you are actively dating, the person that you are in a relationship with. Ime Udoka decided to have the extra relationship of it's not a marriage, but an extra, relationship affair. He decided to do that. He has to be held accountable for that. Getting mad at the Boston Celtics is not going to change what he did. You want to hold everybody accountable except him. That's why she hasn't publicly left him. They aren't married to each other. She could end up leaving this guy if she's still hurt about this. But saying the Boston Celtics should have reached out, they should have done more as far as she was concerned. Everybody was consenting adults, right? The person that this guy got with could have said no, they did not. It wasn't because he was holding power over their head. Just stop. Consenting adults made a choice, and now it's out there. It's not being swept under the rug. It shouldn't be swept under the rug. It's almost as if Nia Long is saying that this Ime Udoka situation should have been swept under the rug. I disagree. You don't want nobody like that running, running no organization. Period. Running around rampant in the office, sleeping with women, right? Who have spouses. Like, you don't want that type of guy in your office. If he has no discipline, you don't need him around. And I think they made the best choice possible. So let me say in the comment section below, them your thoughts. Like this video and share. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll see y'all next one.